Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining me for another video. Make money with HRC. Before we go ahead and jump into the video, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share the video with anyone that might find this information of some use to them. Also, I'm about to record my podcast, AKP Keeping It Real, so definitely please do check that out. I'm gonna have links for that in the bio. Kind of tired. Went out last night. My hairdresser slash friend, or my friend slash hairdresser, whatever, y'all get it. She basically had her 30th party last night. So it was the Great Gatsby theme, and it was phenomenal. Definitely no complaints. The bartender was on point. Like, she did the damn thing. No complaints at all. So I think I'm still recovering. But for lack of better words, I'm still recovering. But let's go ahead and jump into this video, all right? So the question was from a Twitter user, and I went ahead, might as well save some trees, made some notes on my phone. The question is, between Aliexpress and Alibaba, which one do I like better? And what is the difference between both interfaces? So I did go ahead, take some quick notes, and again, my input, my thoughts on what I feel is better and what I don't feel is better. So please don't crucify me in the comments if you disagree. All right, so we all know that Alibaba and AliExpress, these are sites that you're actually able to go to and purchase items. It's basically a wider range of things that you can purchase on these sites online. Now, Alibaba is more on the corporate level of the food chain, while AliExpress is more on the consumer side. So you could go there, you could find products. You're able to directly wholesale. You're able to directly wholesale and drop ship from AliExpress, while Alibaba, it basically helps you to manufacture products at wholesale price, and you'll be able to put your company's label on these products. So that's considered white labeling. Okay, now AliExpress, you'll get your products at a lower cost, and there's no minimum quantity that is required for you to get your products. So that is where AliExpress would necessarily have an upper hand over Alibaba. Okay, and I'm also gonna just explain how I've used both platforms at the same time. So I would say that if you're a business and you want to basically import large quantities or a large number of items or products that you're going to go ahead and resell either in your store or at a physical location or online, you definitely want to go ahead and go with Alibaba, because Alibaba is not going to drop ship it. Essentially, they're going to make everything, send it to you in bulk, and then that's how you're able to go ahead and sell that product. So for example, let's say you're selling mouses and you want to go ahead and throw your logo somewhere on the mouse. You would go to Alibaba's website, you'll find a company that makes mouses. Let's say they say, hey, you know what, it's $1 per mouse, but you have to order 200 of these mouses, and it's and we'll put your name on it. So this would say HRC on it, and now this is a mouse that my company now sells. I'm able to do that, but it's going to cost me $200 to get these mouses made, and that's going to exclude the shipping costs and whatever other costs that might come up with me getting those 200 mouses shipped to me with my label on it. So that's where Alibaba comes in, and it's something that I think is super phenomenal, because if you're looking to actually label products, grow your business, Alibaba is definitely the site for you. Okay, now to get an account with Alibaba is completely free. You set up your account, you find what you're looking for, you get in touch with the manufacturers, you speak to them. You could even sometimes negotiate a certain price or a certain cost as to what you like to pay, and just explain to them like this is going to be repeat business, so you'll be able to work with that person. Also, highly suggest from either one of the sites, definitely always get a sample of the product before you go ahead and get a whole huge quantity of this product to make sure that you like what it is that you're getting. Okay, now with AliExpress, AliExpress is basically where I want to say at least 99.9% of us US buyers, including myself, would buy product from the manufacturer and basically resell them. So that is basically drop shipping. Again, where the person goes to my website, they buy the product. Once they buy the product, I then take that money, head over to AliExpress, order it from my supplier, give them the customer's information, and they go ahead and they ship that product off to the customer. Now, with AliExpress, I have noticed that on some items you might have a minimum order, on some items you don't. So you just have to find an item that's gonna have good reviews, good ship time. I always read the comments just to see what everyone else is saying about the product, and I also check the comments to see when was the last time someone actually ordered the product, how long it took for them to get the product, and just to get an idea of how good this product is, because the reviews honestly are always somewhat helpful, I would say, for the most part. Now, the prices can be a little bit higher on AliExpress, but for the simple fact of you are able to drop ship, you're also able to work out the prices with some of the manufacturers. It's just based on the rapport that you build with this person, and of course, if they know that you're gonna have repeat business, then yes, they're definitely always gonna want to make sure that they keep you as a long-standing business partner. Okay, so for small startups, or for a small business, or for someone who's just looking to jump into drop shipping or selling online, and of course, if you don't have a warehouse or if you can't receive huge pallets, then you want to go ahead and also visit AliExpress to get started. And of course, your AliExpress account, that's also free. So that is something that is another plus, right? Now, with all of this, you then have to go ahead and check out, okay, so which one's gonna go ahead and be, great for me, in the sense of, all right, so for purchasing prices, Alibaba versus AliExpress. I know that, hey, Alibaba is going to give me extremely low and I can negotiate, but I have to order a lot more quantity that I might not be able to house. The flip side to that is AliExpress is going to give me a slightly higher price. I might not be able to negotiate, but I could buy exactly what I need, check it out, and based on the report that I might build with the manufacturer, I'm actually able to possibly negotiate on the price or negotiate on something that might work in my favor. Okay, again, you won't know until you try. The minimum, another difference, the minimum order requirement. AliExpress, most of the time I've seen a few products, but it's very slim. The flip side to that is Alibaba, on the other hand, they have requirements I've seen as low, depending on the product, I've seen as low as 5, all the way up to 200 products, 500 products, and of course, the more products, the higher your price point might get, excluding shipping and custom fees, and there's a lot more that goes into shipping from Alibaba. Okay, now your shipping costs is also something that you'd have to take into consideration. Like I stated before, with Alibaba, might be a little bit pricey. With AliExpress, you're looking at e-packets. E-packets, honestly, sometimes 99.9% of the time, it's going to say free. Or if you do have a shipping cost, I think the highest shipping cost I've ever seen, honestly, was probably like $210 or like $175. Sometimes the prices are a little bit skewed, but you do see a list of prices that are there, and you basically just choose what's going to be convenient for you based on how fast you want to receive the product. Of course, the earlier you want to receive the product, the more the shipping cost is gonna be, but essentially it's always gonna be free. Now, if you're looking for something that is open to customers, then you definitely want to go ahead and go Aliexpress's route. Alibaba, it's again geared towards businesses. Next thing that you also want to go ahead and look into is who's going to offer you a buyer protection. Buyer protection to me is like next to cleanliness. I highly suggest always get buyer protection because you never know what might happen with that product. Aliexpress offers buyer protection. Alibaba, it depends on what it is that you're buying, and of course that might come at an extra cost for you to go ahead and get the buyer protection. Okay, now remember I mentioned white labeling or product labeling. Alibaba, definitely you'll be able to go ahead and get your products labeled, and if there is a cost, they'll let you know also in the breakdown of the description and how much it'll cost you. And of course, most of that stuff is all negotiable. Aliexpress, there's no white labeling. It's literally just you drop shipping that product from your store, and there's no labeling. Your production times, that's also something that you would essentially have to look into to see which one's going to be convenient for the type of business that you're running, or if it might be a good idea to get a big bulk of whatever it is that you're going to sell. Now, production times could range for Alibaba anywhere from 15 to 45 days, and for Aliexpress anywhere from 7 to 45 days. It's just based on the product that's being manufactured. Okay, I would honestly have to say that both sites are pretty easy to maneuver, pretty easy to use. The companies that are helping to like make the goods, they are phenomenal. I have never had an issue with any kind of communicational barrier. If there's any, no matter what time of day I hit them up, I always get a response back within that same day. If they don't respond back in the same day, they always when they do respond, they'll apologize for not being able to get back to you in an adequate time, and then of course they then go ahead and assist you with whatever your issue might be. But I would honestly say that communication is never a problem. They are super easy to deal with. They are super helpful with everything that they do. So I would have to say that depending on what it is that you're looking to do, then you would have to do a little bit more of a deep dive. So if you're looking to drop ship, definitely Aliexpress all day. It's easy, the prices are good. You could drop ship from anywhere, speak to the supplier, let them know what it is that you're trying to achieve, and they will definitely work with you. If you are looking to bulk up and probably sell on Amazon's FBA, probably mats, yoga mats, or bottles, and you want to have your name on it and have more sales being made, then you want to go ahead and definitely look into Alibaba. But overall, I love both websites. I think they're pretty user friendly. They're very easy to use. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've been turned off by the shipping costs, even though you know it's gonna be there with Alibaba. But I remember once I was doing yoga mats, and my mats came out to about $350. However, my shipping cost to the US was $400 and something, and then I still had to look into getting another set of funds for it to get cleared through customs. So it could be pretty pricey when dealing with Alibaba, and I kind of went the other route. Go to Aliexpress, found exactly what I was looking for, and the only difference now is I wasn't having my products white labeled or private labeled. It was just, this is a product, this is what I'm selling. But I now got the product for free. I now got the product at essentially, it was a higher cost, but being that it's free shipping, it worked out to be a little bit cheaper. So that is basically my take on it. It's just depending on what it is that you're trying to achieve in your business. You would have to literally look to find out which one's going to work for you. So huge quantity, you want to sell on like Amazon or one of these big marketplaces, and you want to put your name on your products, Alibaba all day. If hey, I'm only going to sell 10 or 20 mats, but then I want to switch it up and I want to sell something else along the way, and I don't necessarily have the space, I can't really receive like huge pallets and all the stuff to my location, then definitely check out Aliexpress. But that's pretty much all I have on Aliexpress and Alibaba. And please, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys do have any other topics that you like for me to touch on, please go ahead, Twitter or comment, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. All right, later.